Hello and welcome to the final 9 of the 2025 Pro Pink Women's Disc Golf Championship presented by Innova. It's our last round out here at Winthrop Arena Disc Golf Course. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hot geese.
Honk. Thanks for the B-roll of the geese. That's, I feel like, very fitting. We love that out here at a windy day to wrap up a windy weekend. Missy Gannon kind of taking a double here, dropping back of our new leaders, Silva and Anneli, who they've all three been battling all round long. It's still anybody's game except Paige's. Sorry. But it's a surprisingly large gap from third to fourth.
Yeah. And it would take something crazy for her to get in contention for the win. Although crazy things can happen, no different here on hole 10. It's a new design from years prior. We're playing the same tee pad and basket as the MPO, but with one extra stroke for par. The layup zone is not the best. Lots of acorns on the ground, so footing can be funny. There's a couple trees that can get right in the way. You're throwing uphill with a low ceiling and a high floor, some rocks on the OB line that can make it tough. And then where you land off the tee really dictates your decision making for the rest of the hole. We had an absolutely crazy wind today. Straight headwind for this shot, left to right as you continue to play the rest of the hole.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's fine. Whew. Silva's been flirting with that line all week long.
You kind of have to. If you want to be in position for birdie, like, you don't want to go much more left than that.
Paige has been going a little bit bigger than everyone else on this tee shot. And today's no exception.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Past that tree, pretty insane.
Wow.
Most ladies landing at the tree or even 50 feet plus short of it.
Really great shot. That's a scary one for Anneli.
Yeah, super great. Paige, 60 feet in front of her.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes. But both Anneli, Missy, and Silva all know that they can't take a big risk here, and this one is so important to put in bounds. If you land out of bounds and have to throw from the drop zone, it's the tee that we played in years prior, and it's not an easy shot, especially with the wind we have today.
Missy, longest shot to the green here.
She's probably got around 260, maybe 280 if I had to guess.
I think it always feels like a little bit farther as well.
Yeah, and then we had a left to right wind on that shot that really pushed your disc down. It didn't quite let you hyzer as much as you hoped for. Silva putting it out wide right, trusting, and it's working out.
Stop!
Oh my God.
Did you see that little smile?
Has that been every day someone does that?
Paige has done it twice that we've seen. Was it Silva who did it yesterday too?
Yeah, incredible.
Do it.
Oh, you better sit.
And unfortunately, the reason we're so impressed that people are landing in the mulch because that is the way more typical result.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of a bummer for Anneli. She's got a really long headwind putt to save her birdie.
Can Paige do it again? Just normal, really good shot. Anneli outside the circle, a little bit of an uphill putt and a left to right wind, it looks like.
And par is fine on hole 10. You can see her kind of shake that off. I think this is one of the toughest greens on the course today. It was so windy.
Yeah, it's so exposed. It tends to be such a windy one. Paige, 3 down now. Bogey free, playing super clean. Silva gonna be our solo leader with that birdie.
Two brick putts on the throw pink hole. That one played as the easiest hole of the day. What?
Huh. Guess everyone figured it out or just took a lot of pars?
Yeah, maybe the tee shot I think did take a little while for people to figure out. No, there was over half the field birdied. Impressive.
It's probably because I went out last night and swept away all the acorns.
Someone had to do it, honestly.
Hole 11, a par 4, 598 feet. Squigglier than ever. This hazard used to be a lot friendlier, the landing zone being kind of the late left corner of this bubble that we're in currently. And then you can take a risk and go for it on the second shot if you're attacking for birdie, but you can see there's just danger everywhere, hazard everywhere, right to left sloping green. I think sets up really nicely for a sidearm if you have it. And if you don't, the backhand can absolutely work, but it's another one of those kind of strange shots where you can't really see the entire landscape. First things first, land and bounce.
Silva putting this farther right than we've seen her in days prior. And yeah, she's going to find that hazard area.
It's right in the FPO landing zone.
It really is. And if you say, okay, I'm going to just take some off a little bit, all of a sudden that second shot gets rough if you want to go for it.
Paige also going to find it. I didn't mind that circle when we had a bigger bailout zone left, but now I'm resentful.
Yeah, they put the OB or the hazard line so close to that left side at the bottom of the hill. There's just not quite enough room to rely on your ground play to be good.
Wow, perfect.
Yeah, what a nice spike shot from Anneli. The wind was left to right today with some headwind here and there, but it's another fairway that the wind changed as you move down the fairway. Once we get past this big hedge line, it adds a little bit more action, a little bit more swirliness.
Ooh.
Missy has thrown this perfect every day.
Yeah, and hers doesn't even look risky. Like Anneli's did, but hers for some reason just so controlled. Missy's also gone for it every day, and I believe landed safe every day.
I think
there was
so.
one that really flirted with it. I can't remember what the call was, but she's got it dialed is the gist. Wow.
She's been landing on that short right side of the green, and now she's a little bit short left side, which is much riskier, but great for the putt.
Silva looking to rescue that par from the hazard, swings it out nice and wide. And she'll be just inside the circle. And kind of an awkward one downhill. Looks like a headwind from where Silva's lying. This one may be fading too much. Bite.
Oh, no.
In the hazard for Paige. Anneli also going to be in the hazard. Really long look for par here.
And look at that wind gust come through.
Oof.
Oh. Yeah, this back corner of the course, holes 9 through 13, were really something. Oh, and that was a great bid, but yeah, the wind just not cooperating.
Yeah, Paige is never really getting up in the air. Missy for a birdie. Oof.
Oh,
That looked good.
man. Where did that go through? The right side chains?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a very loud crowd. Aw.
This basket not having it today. There were 7 birdies on hole 11. It played as the 4th most difficult hole of the day, averaging at a third of a stroke over par. So well managed compared to days prior, but still just a really tough hole. And look, and these gusts coming through really add an extra element.
Dang, Missy with the only par there. Kind of wild. Valerie Mandujano, 5 down through 13.
Bean boots aren't made to sit on a shelf. They're made to be worn. To see the world from the ground up. From Maine to Tokyo, side trails to soccer practice, seasoned by the seasons themselves. You wear them in by simply wearing them out. Here, there, and everywhere in between. These are boots that become more and more yours with every step forward. And the best way to wear them is to just keep wearing them.
Another stroke and distance hole for you. Hole 12. This out of bounds bubble right here on the right looks like it's in play from the tee, but there's not a lot of players that end up reaching it. If you do go out of bounds off the tee, you go straight to that drop zone we covered in the middle. It's about almost 400 feet, 380, 390 from that drop zone uphill to this really risky green. There's a hill to the right of it, and you can roll out of bounds so quickly. Any shot that goes out of bounds here, you have to go and just rethrow after the tee shot. So big risk reward here. Big question on how comfortable you're feeling throwing that shot to the green.
Nice tee shot from Missy. Was this mostly a headwind?
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight headwind, maybe some left to right off the tee, and it got crazy gusty when my card came through. Like to where you were nervous that your disc would roll over and never come back.
Yeah, you can see Silva keeping it really low. Looks like mostly left to right, at least at the tee pad.
Mm-hmm.
Anneli getting way down there.
Yeah, there's that headwind. That's what it was when my card came through, just straight at you. Look at it swirling around.
Paige with a nice rip there. Huge distance in that wind.
That's so good.
Silva definitely farther back than you would like. Looking to land kind of high left up here on this hill.
And really nice distance on that shot.
Mm-hmm. A good approach from Anneli as well. She should be able to see the pin from there.
At the very least, the flag.
Yeah.
Man, this one played as one of the easier holes again today. A tie for the third easiest hole of the day. Everyone really figuring out their game plan here.
Look how far Paige is after 2. She's almost looking right at it without any OB in the way. That's crazy. Look, yeah, Silva's the farthest away. And it's just a little chip.
It's pretty impressive that Silva can kind of throw this. It's almost like she forces the patent pending. She'll like stand with her feet sideways, and she's so good at them. Perfect little standstill shot. It can be really tough on this hill to get a run up, and it's so impressive that she can rely on that much power.
The sky also popping off. Really good camera angle there. Missy with a run up, leaving it out wide right and trusting the stability. That's great.
Yeah, I think a little lower maybe than she wanted, but it worked out.
She will have a headwind putt from that side. Anneli's been throwing this sidearm every day. Today it definitely pulls it over.
Ooh, she is going to be safe barely. Wow, Paige is so far. Oh, no.
Yeah, that one definitely gets away from her a bit. Sit. But it is fine.
Anneli right on that out of bounds line, taking her meter. It is pulled off of that sidewalk just a little bit. This is one of the holes that averaged under par. Crazy.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Paige for a birdie. Clean.
Nice. Yeah, she finds a little slack moment in the wind and takes advantage. Bouncing back from that double bogey. Missy. Really nice uphill headwind putt. One of the hardest things to do in the game.
All right, we're doing it. Anneli going to take the only par of the lead card. Really impressive showing on the 12th. And still within 2 strokes in the top 3 competitors here. Hole 13, par 4, 657 feet. Back in the A position, the straight position. This one's kind of nice to just open up. Generally, you just see a hyzer thrown kind of straight at that sidewalk, fading in, landing on this narrow strip. The more you try to bite off, the narrower it gets. So you do want to be a little bit careful because that woods line left can be kind of brutal. Second shot, if you're lined up, is kind of either a dead straight shot, or you could do a tiny hyzer flip, you could do a baby flex, but generally you want it to push pretty dang straight. I do think this one is a more kind of technical second shot than the right pin position, but also there's less danger in the form of out of bounds around the green. Whew, good roll.
Missy living right.
A lot of trees protecting this basket as well.
We had another tailwind on this hole, so really hyzering your disc out. To be in the right position, you kind of got to push that right side out of bounds, just like Silva did. She'll still be just a little bit more left maybe than you want. We'll see what she has to work with. Some of those branches can stick out pretty far.
Paige with a lot of hyzer on this one and a lot of power.
And that's going to make her second shot so much more manageable than the other two.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, it's crazy that Anneli throws so powerfully with such a tiny little run-up.
Mm-hmm. She really does have a kind of a short run-up. Especially for how long her legs are.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
Yes.
Very compact.
Yeah, such great control and generation of force without needing that extra run-up. Look at these leaves just going in circles.
Missy right through the middle of it. No problem, bullseye.
They're literally spiraling. Trust me, I can recognize a spiral.
Especially here at the end of the season.
Ooh, look at this little hovercraft. Anneli gonna find herself inside the circle.
Her reactions are funny.
Yeah, she is. Silva way up here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Paige riding the wind all the way up to the green. Unfortunately, finding that sidewalk on the left side and getting some skitters at the end, she'll have a little bit longer of a putt than you want from the rough.
Dadgum skitters.
Yeah.
Anneli for a birdie. Pretty big straddle out to the left here. Off the top.
She's been so close on so many putts today. She keeps putting herself in position, but just not quite able to capitalize as often.
Yeah, she doesn't look rattled or frustrated necessarily, but it's one of those rounds where she's even par and it feels like it should be a lot better than that.
Silva making this putt here is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Especially knowing Missy is parked.
Missy with the tap in here. keeping it within 2 strokes of Silva, pulling ahead of Anneli by 1.
Oh, a little check-in with Sophia Dunica, climbing her way up the leaderboard, getting a bunch of birdies.
Yeah, really clean looking middle stretch it looks like. She absolutely pipes one down here. Wow. It's almost too far, you would argue.
No,
like,
actually,
chill, girl.
Yeah. She's got a wide open forehand. This is crazy. It's so far.
Wild.
Comes up just a little short on the green. She's on the wrong side of the crepe myrtle. She's got a V putt. Yeah.
That's sick, honestly.
That's the best reaction.
Tell him.
I feel like she just surprised herself.
Super stoked. And I mean, she's in contention of overtaking Paige, so she's definitely pushing.
It's so funny. Silva in the lead with the current hot round. Whew. Hole 14, after a long walk, we had this fun little par 3. It's not a hard shot. Both the forehand and backhand feel very feasible, but the wind is the deciding factor here on where you're going to land. And this basket being elevated, you want to land as close as possible because this green really doesn't get many breaks in the wind at all. You see forehands with usually fairway drivers. You see backhands with mid-ranges and maybe fairway drivers, but that out of bounds that's behind the basket is hazard. It comes up quick and it can leave you with a longer putt than you would like.
Missy showing us that low ceiling backhand. A lot of great power on this, and hits in the perfect spot. Puts the pressure on her card mates. This is looking good from Silva. That's it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, no. And that was a weird thing that was happening today because we've had a left to right wind every single day. And so, like, when you throw the backhand, you see your shot, especially because most people are throwing a hyzer, is getting kind of pushed down. But today it was like they were just, like, gliding, flipping up and gliding.
I thought she was going to land short of the path.
Yeah.
And then it just kept going.
Yeah, that happened to a couple people on my card today. It was really weird to watch. The forehand almost seemed like the play today.
Honestly, one of the few that we see throw this consistently. And did she hit the hay bale?
Yeah.
Dang. And Missy gonna take some strokes on folks here being pretty much parked.
It almost looks like a tailwind on the green. When my card came through, it was not a tailwind.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's so huge in this moment.
That is an insane putt.
I mean, that thing's like 15 feet off the ground from where she just was down there.
Wow.
Crazy.
And with Missy being parked, that is so important.
Yeah.
A nice birdie from Paige.
Missy to bring it within 1 of Silva. Man, Silva, freaking ice in her veins making that. Missy with a turkey. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Anneli is like the strongest little flutter putt I've ever seen. That thing has some steam on it. One stroke game between Silva and Missy. Anneli 4 strokes back of Silva. Hole 15, another triple mandatory par 4, 467 feet. It's definitely far enough where you're really thinking about it. You see a variety of shot shapes, but you want to get around this corner. Pushing straighter seems to be kind of the play of choice because it kind of opens up a variety of gaps. Pushing as far as we saw Sophia did is a rarity, but it does work really well. If you miss the triple mando, it's a very punishing drop zone, incredibly difficult to save par. It's possible, but not super common.
The wind was brutal today for this. It was a right to left crosswind and headwind as well. You saw the hyzer flip get carried up and over the triple mando repeatedly. Missy doing a nice job playing safe and keeping it low. She's relieved. And that's how this tee shot felt today. It was so scary. One of the scariest shots on the course, where in practice, this felt so comfy.
Yeah, the predominant play on this one being the hyzer flip, and today feeling like, ooh, that's not going to work.
And a lot of players can literally just throw a, stable, a straight mid right up the gut and have an easy birdie play. That play just went out the window today with how the wind was.
Yeah, you saw it take Paige's disc, immediately turn it right. She's going to miss the mandatory. Silva really early left. This isn't the first time she's made that mistake, and it's difficult to scramble from there.
And you can tell this triple mando is intimidating with the wind. Even it's not letting players even make the decisions. They're just so nervous about missing it. The drop zone is not cool.
Wow.
It's great.
What a shot from Anneli. Into a wide open spot. That's sick.
No fear. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that, you saw that little lift.
Yeah, I was nervous for a second. It was going to lift up and over. The only one really in position to birdie this, which she really needs to push for that win. Silva able to get a pretty full swing. Oh, yikes.
Goodness.
And she still hasn't missed it. That's like forehand roller land. She's going to go turning sidearm.
And that's well managed. She got far enough where she can approach the green from where she is. Here's Paige showing us. Is she going forehand roller?
Yeah, dude.
Yes, dude.
Starts turning just a bit too early. I love the play, though.
I thought about this over and over again. The hyzer's there. I'm kind of surprised she went forehand roller because the hyzer is doable, but dang.
It's such a small gap, though.
It is so small.
I like that play. Missy out and around just fine for par.
Man, Silva's fourth. This is right around where people's drives usually land. So she's definitely practiced this shot.
Yeah, still tricky, but she's got that on lock. Puts it to 20-ish feet or so. Wow, look at this drive.
Insane. That's the best drive I've seen on this hole.
And Anneli's been lacing it every day, too, just getting better and better. And then throwing this forehand approach pretty perfectly. That one, ooh, a little short. Going to be obstructed.
She had that light post right in her way.
Oh, whoa. Paige ended up in a rough spot with that forehand roller.
Oh, it's part of the forehand roller risk. Finding some spots on the course you have never been. And then here's Missy's forehand. She's erroring deep and left, which is what you have to do on this green. She does look like she might have one crepe myrtle in the way.
Paige gonna catch that final tree.
I don't need to say this, but it was wild how much wind there was on this hole.
Yeah, I know. Look at all the trees surrounding you. There's no light in there. How is there wind?
Yeah. The green was crazy. There's so much blocking it too. We were all blown, literally.
Nice. And a good bogey save from Silva after a couple errant shots. Strokes just kind of stacking for Paige on this one. Missy for 4 in a row. Oh, par save.
Yeah, what a little
Right.
What a little body English she put on that putt.
It works.
A little kick follow through.
And no one really able to show us how to attack the 15th.
There were 6 birdies on this one today. Averaging at a quarter stroke over par. Playing tougher than we've seen in days prior.
Missy with that par gonna tie up Silva. Only 3 to go, and 17, man, that can be a tournament ender. We've seen it happen time and time again. Sophia gonna overtake Paige after that as well. Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I'm excited to give you guys a sneak peek preview into the new signature edition Calvin AVR. I really love this putter because it's a stiff plastic and it's got a bead. It just feels comfortable in my hand. It's really cool to get something that I've bagged for so long with my name on it. So if you want a putter that's a little more stable, or you have slightly bigger hands and want a slightly deeper putter, this is the putter for you.
Hole 16. One last, maybe slightly less labored breath before you head to hole 17.
Where you're just panting.
This one, finally a friendlier wind. I'm not sure what the physics are of how it affected today, but we had a tailwind on this one. Now we've had a headwind left to right cross the rest of the days, but for some reason with the baseball field and I don't know, the trees, we had a tailwind. It allowed us to try a little bit of a different game plan today and maybe be a little bit more aggressive.
Missy, not messing around here, gonna keep it low, give herself a really long look. Anneli, she had one of the best shots we've seen yesterday, working the right side. And this looks good as well.
So good. Oh,
Chill.
no.
Come on.
What? She's throwing with so much spin.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna check up for sure. It
Me
looked good.
too. Silva, trying to work her classic left to right shot, but just not getting that disc to turn over. She's going to have a really long putt to try to save par.
Man, Paige put a move on this thing, and look at the wind absolutely mess with it. What a shot still.
Missy with a little more of an approach shot than you want here, but she's good for it. We'll see what kind of putt she has to deal with. This green is very well guarded.
Good run from Paige. I wish we could have seen that drive finish. That looked pretty dang perfect. Anneli trying to save par.
Man, good pace. Just a little bit soft.
Silva also trying to save a par from the hazard.
Oh no, is she back?
Yeah.
Kind of surprised to see her run that one so hard.
Mm-hmm. This is where 16's crazy because it's like you don't think it has teeth. I mean, the first thing you said is, oh, you don't have to breathe quite as hard on this one, but it can get you just like any of them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is brutal going into 17 too. Give me a triple.
Oh man.
And Missy gonna find herself with some buffer strokes that she probably wasn't expecting. Anneli also coming up short.
What, 16?
Yeah, the one that brought Missy down yesterday.
This hole has more teeth than we ever gave it credit for.
Mm-hmm. Missy gonna take multiple strokes.
It's surprising because almost half the field birdied it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is so weird. Yeah, 10 birdies out of our 23 competitors.
Wow. All right, Missy.
That is crazy.
And she's gonna, wow, a 3-stroke swing. She's got 5 on Anneli. If she can land it safe on 17, count it. Oh, here it is. It's par 3, 249 feet. We are in the more difficult pin position, the A position. Madison describes his green as a pizza, and I love that, and will continue to do it. We are at the tip of the pizza. You want to land more in the crust. Think crust when you step up to this tee pad.
Yes.
Forehand is the play. If you have it, you can make a backhand work, but boy, is that so hard. If you don't land safe, there is a drop zone. It's not an easy drop zone. It's what, 220 feet maybe,
Yeah,
to a tricky spot. And then if you miss that, there's a secondary drop zone that's like 60 feet.
Somewhere between 200 and 220.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Missy cranks that forehand. Gonna have to proceed to the drop zone. Door open.
She's trying to laugh it off. The wind was, again, insane today. Left to right cross, then it would randomly clock around to a straight headwind. It just depended on the moment. Paige, that one is coming out really early. This hole is scary for someone even that's comfortable throwing a forehand. So if you're not super comfortable with these types of winds, and especially these wind speeds, it instantly gets brutal. The low-hanging tree branches that haven't really been that big of a deal in years prior are a big deal this year.
Lower than ever.
Yeah, Anneli with a major advantage being comfortable with the forehand and being able to throw a little bit more of a linear shot.
That was so great.
So good.
Silva going backhand, catching those dang branches. Anneli, the only one safe. Oh, man. Yeah, that's brutal after that triple.
Yeah. And this is where the mental fatigue from the rest of the tournament catches up. Let's see if Missy can dial it back in.
Good power.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so impressive. It's so easy to get shook right there.
It really is. And it looks a little weird with the double circle for the 2 pin placements, but Missy has quite a putt to make for her bogey.
A risky putt.
Yes. Paige taking a more aggressive layup line. Skips off the top. And it does take a kind of a big risk like that to land it close for your bogey save.
All right, Silva really trying to lock in right now.
Looks good. Is good.
Is good. Outside of circle 1. Is Missy running this?
No.
She doesn't need to. Yeah, okay.
Missy gonna take the double. Anneli just laying up. Surprising, actually.
It's surprising, but also the amount of times that I watched people, including myself, try to putt here and the wind just take advantage of the putter and throw it over the hay bales is crazy. Like,
yeah.
It's a hard putt to run.
Anneli being 5 strokes out of it. I just would have expected her to.
Me too.
To give it a little go there.
Yep.
With 18 being birdieable or double bogeyable.
Wow. Hole 17, no birdies today.
Whoa.
The second most difficult hole of the day.
I guess that makes sense. This pin position's so mean.
And the wind was pretty nuts. Combo effect. Still, 60% of the field took a par there. Kind of crazy to see our lead cards struggle with these last couple of holes. 16 and 17 really showing everyone's nerves.
Missy with the 3-stroke lead over Silva and Anneli with this last one to play.
Hole 18, not the fairway you want to be staring down for your major championship, but here we are. It's a par 5 out of bounds all the way down the left and right side until you get to the green, where it is a very steep hill. The out of bounds comes all the way out to that last tree on the left there that we can see on the left side of the screen. They've pinched in the OB dramatically, especially on this final shot. We have a left to right crosswind / tailwind that makes the tee shot so difficult because they also pinched in the OB early and left, which is a landing zone for a lot of the FPO field. Whoa, Anneli's not throwing a forehand.
Yeah.
She's going huge.
Yeah, I think that's OB though.
Huh.
Really surprised.
Me too. Interesting play.
Yeah, she's been throwing the forehand.
Maybe she's
great.
trying to eagle. She realized, like, okay, what do I have to lose?
I guess. Just
At this point, positioning.
Yeah, I mean, she's tied with Silva. I don't know.
I think she's far enough ahead of the rest of the field that you might as well try to gain some.
Right, but then why not run 17?
Agreed.
It just seemed like contrasting.
Also, Anneli
game
might be
plans.
someone that doesn't check scores, so she didn't know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Until this moment.
Missy lacing it.
And with some good distance, too.
Whew.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Wow.
All right, Silva.
She's almost to the top of the hill. That is insane.
She's in eagle territory.
And again, why not? Why not go big for it here? You can see Paige with that mentality, and unfortunately doesn't quite get the turn on it, and that tailwind does not forgive any sort of mistake.
Missy going backhand here. She has room for some mistakes.
Wow, she's going.
She's going. I thought the course was going to give her a little love there. She's going to be OB.
Still doable to save par.
So.
And it's still doable to save par from there.
Mm-hmm. Anneli throwing 3.
Really clean form with that tough footing.
Wow, great shot.
Mm-hmm. That's a hard place to do a run-up. Silva in eagle territory.
This drive is insane.
Oh, that's high.
And fading too early.
Ooh. And
rough series of finishing holes for Silva.
Yeah, I don't want to say that's it, but
I mean, it is. But it is.
Right? That was what she needed right there.
Paige gonna find deep OB. Yeah, even a 2-stroke swing here not gonna be enough.
Missy close enough to just jump putt this to the green.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Give it to her.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Pretty wild ride today. A lot of lead changes. Missy really coming in clutch.
And so crazy to see things kind of start to conclude on 16. We just haven't seen that before.
Right.
Silva with such a strong weekend and just an unfortunate finish.
And she's in that tie for second with Anneli, so not that she's probably thinking about that in this moment, but would be nice to make this. It's a big difference in payout. Ooh. A great showing from both Silva and Anneli to round out our podium.
And what a come out. What's it called? Like first time
Coming out party?
Yeah.
Oh no.
What a breakout event for Anneli.
We were thinking
Männiste. I mean, to come out at this tournament and shoot like that, incredible. But Missy Gannon, solid all weekend long, looking invincible on the green.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your 2025 Pro Peach Champion, Missy Gannon.
She looks in disbelief.
I'm just glad it's over. I mean, I love coming here, but man, every day tested us, and that's what Winthrop is. It's a mental battle. We have all the shots. We can make these shots happen, but you have to be able to, keep your emotions calm and just try not to think about what's going on. And, stroke swings can happen on every single hole, and so you have to just stay focused, not worry about what other people are doing, and just see what happens. My biggest thing is staying patient, and I think that's what I had to do today. It was tough at times, and then it was okay at times, and yeah, you just have to hold on tight. It's just a testament to my experience and my gratitude for the fact that I can do this for a living. Every time I walked by people, they were, chanting "Big Money Missy" or let's go Missy," and that's just such a nice thing, and I appreciate all of that love, and I could really feel it, and so yeah, it was just using whatever energy I could to just keep pushing.
Well, guys, Missy Gannon proving why she is the #1 ranked player in the world. Congratulations, Missy Gannon.
Missy Gannon, now a 2-time throw pink champion.
Wow.
Look at her go.
Look at her go. And I mean, like she said, this is really just a mental battle. And Missy, I think I would give her the cake for the strongest mental game in our sport right now.
Yeah, that would be a long title on that cake, but I think we should make it happen.
I mean, it really is incredible. I loved to hear her talk about patience because that is so important on this course. And it really did pay off at the very end of a 4-round brutal tournament. Congrats to Sofia Dunica for climbing up into that 4th place position, tying for the hot round of 4 down today. Yeah,
Valerie Mendojano finishing at 5th, also with a 4 down. Really amazing out here in those conditions and fun to watch.
Yeah, so that's going to wrap up Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championships, our XA tier little fun event here at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We have one more event before we wrap the season.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, the Pro Tour Championships, we head to Virginia, Lynchburg, Virginia, where we had the World Championships last year. We were playing 2 courses, the same ones we played at Worlds last year. So, we'll see y'all there next week.
Sure will.
We'll migrate against the wind. Until then.
It's going to take a long time, but we'll see you there.
I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Hot Geese.
Honk.
Honk.
Sunshine, get up on my body, know it truly, I feel fine. Get up, watch your body, and I feel that sunshine. Get up on my body, know it truly, I